Hey, hi everyone, this is Shiva here. I work as Head of Sales Engineering at Fieldproxy. So today let's look into a process about customer visits and order collection, right? So what is the process is all about is you have a set of customers and you want your field agents to go visit them and do a check-in and then collect an orders, like how they're doing and if they need any other goods to fill in the inventory, etc. and then collect the orders, right? So that is the whole idea behind this process setup here. So let's first look into the mobile application and how it looks like, right? So this is a Fieldproxy application. So once your agent is able to go in there, there's customer visits and order management. So there are already few set of customers that you update into the system prior, and your customer wants to go, your agent will go and check in this customer's location, right? Then they'll be able to get certain data about the customer if they need, what email address, contact number, etc. and visit history and order history prior if they correct purchase some orders already, and all these details are already there. Now your agent has to mark in the location of your customer store and submit a check-in. So once the check-in is done, the response is collected and the next step is to place an order, right? If look into the inventory, talk to the customers, and whatever the order there is required, he or she collects the order and then looks into the whole pricing, confirms it with the customer, and then they submit the order, right? Now the response is again recorded. Now the check-in is done, the order collection is done. Now after all the formalities that has been done there, the last stage is to check out. Again, they need to set in the location where the checkout is happening and submit the response, right? So this is how the user interface and application works for your agent. Now all this process is collected in the backend, right? As I told you. So this is the backend process. As I said, there are a set of customers and your agent goes and does a check-in, and if there's any order collection that is collected, and there's a checkout. Now you see all these here, those are the sheets that collect various data points. So why it is collected is to provide you with a dashboards as a manager for you to see overall what is happening. So let me open first and see. Let's see here. This is a sales order matrix, right? So you can see how much revenue so far is generated, and week-wise how much revenue is generated, and which agent is generating how much revenue so far is also tracked here. Going down, you can also see how much percentage of your top customers are contributing to your revenue. Like, so top 25% are contributing close to 63% of your revenue. That is tracked here. And also, on average, how many visits, how much revenue is generated. And 3 seems to be lucky number here. So like 3 is providing you the most revenue here. And 8 also seems to be second best, right? 8 visits if an agent visits, right? And what is the ongoing, inventory and how much revenue it is generating product wise is also tracked here, right? And now going on to another dashboard, the visit metrics. So you can also check agent wise how much check-in locations they are doing, where are they checking in, checking out, and there's some notes they're collecting so far. That is tracked here. And you can also see on a whole, for example, how many visits your agent is doing on a whole, right? 6 to 10 visits are done around 60% of his or her visits, right? And only 2 to 5 visits are done at 33% of their visits are only 2 to 5 visits per customer, okay? And you can see more metrics going further down here on a whole, like what is the most productive hour. So 3 p.m. here, 15, that is 3 p.m. seems to be most productive hours where your agents are doing 19 visits there on a whole. So this data is also provided for you on a whole. And then you can also see how many new customers are coming in, and what in the risk bucket, if there's a customers, what is the, total that is there. And what are the different locations your customers are currently at is also on a broader scale looked. Now, looking at the agent wise, you can also see, for example, there are different agents, and let's stick with John here. You can see what is his performance so far, right? On an average, how many visits is he placing, and what is his compiling so far visit, and on an average, how much customer facing time is he spending out there, and average daily revenue generated by this particular field agent of yours is also here. And if you go further down, you can see in much depth what is happening around your teams, like how much, where are locations they're checking in, checking out, what is the time, at the location, checkout timings, and all these data is required here. And what are the orders from customer wise collected is also reflected in this dashboard. So these are different dashboards for you, and these are different data points, and this is how they present it to you. And this is how the whole process of customer visit and order collection is there. So if you have any questions furthermore, please feel to reach out to us. If not, thank you so much for your time.